What's poppin'? It's Kairos. You're entering Kairos realm in this present moment in time. This is the Zodiac basics. And we jumping into some water signs, specifically Cancer. We're gonna start off with the cardinal sign itself. So when you talk about the Cancer energy, you're talking about energy of home. You're talking about comfort. And it got its own unique sense like Aquarius. To where like cancers can be weird and quirky, but that's because they're always in their sense of home. It's always that energy of embodying, just the presence of oneself and having that implicated towards other things in relations to just your environment. So it's you being a presence of shit that feel like you. Them like cancer vibes when you start relating to shit that feel, it got a resonance of who you are. You know what I'm saying? The space you come from or the space that you like to embody the most. That's the cancer energy. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like the energy of the South Node. Almost like that place from which where you come from. You know what I'm saying? It's always gonna be a sense of deep waters that like initiate life naturally. Like kind of where you birth from. Like Cancer in your own natal chart is kind of like your Eden, where you come from, and like a sense of Eden. To where it's like I'm gonna just give you an example. Cancer in my astrology chart is in my fourth. Well, the fourth house is Cancer itself. You know, just like talking about where I come from and the sense of that Cancer energy. Cause I was gonna say the Cancer sign, now I gotta say the house. I come from a space to where it's embodied by like Saturn. My fourth house space, which is the Cancer energy itself, is filled with the Saturnian planet. So my sense of comfort is related around order, stability. Them the type of Cancer energies and whatnot that I will carry out and bring out into existence naturally. It's always going to be in a sense of stability in some way, just because I got a whole planet of Saturn in my fourth house, which is that Cancer energy. Now Cancer just as people and beings, they're almost Sagittarian like, but they don't like to travel. That's how cancers be. They be like Sagittarian like in a small little space. To where it's like they may be embracing everyone in this space, but it's gotta be a space that they really feel like is home. Otherwise a Cancer can't get snappy with anybody. They can't get moody. To where it's like even while y'all in a home together, they got their own separate home. They got their own shell that they carry with them. To where it's like you may be with one another, but I'm only gonna interact with them in this type of way. I'm only gonna talk to them in this type of way. I'm only gonna say shit to them in this type. That's Cancer shit. To where they make an energy, they make a little shell, a little, bubble in which they can be in and hide and relate to others. That's the way they like to be within life. They like to be in their own shell but still being able to relate to you. So you're forced to relate to me in some type of way. You gotta relate to me through this like emotional resonance towards my type of field of energy, so I don't ever really get thrown off my pivot. Those are the type of times cancers be on. But not just all cancers. Because some use that energy to expand the parameters itself. To where since they know about what comfort is, they start knowing how to resonate with that in others, to where they can make everyone comfortable or everyone come about with a sense of comfort that is in likeness towards everyone to resonate with, you know. And it's just like that take like an advanced Cancer, you know what I'm saying? That take a Cancer that done did some self-studying, that take a Cancer that's willing to let things go, and most cancers are. A lot of cancers they can hold on to shit forever, to where it's like they can always be bitter about some or using it in an argument. But when they actually let them things go, they advance way further than others at a quicker pace, and they get to a place of happiness faster than most others because they're moving in the realm of comforts. And that's what happiness is. You know what I'm saying? Just that sense of being home and being able to be at peace. If cancers start moving with a sense of peace throughout their life, then they start accumulating all different types of peace, and they already naturally have like ownership over that field of energy itself. So that's like them moving in alignment. Once motherfuckers start moving in alignment, everything they want to be right there for them. It's just like they may have not noticed it at first because they wasn't being peaceful. You know what I'm saying? Cancers can be very warlike. And they can be warlike, like they can be some of the strongest warlocks, warlords for real, forever and always, because they can get on that type of, like, you talking about bottling the energy and really being like mad or wanting revenge for real, them cancers. You know what I'm saying? They'll come get your ass over some petty shit. Over some shit to where it's like, you think this motherfucker left that shit alone 15, 20, 30 years ago. No, they still as mad as that day that shit happened. They just know how to like move. They know how to like organize their emotions and feelings to where it's like I know how to deal with this shit at the right moment in time. To where it's like them emotions only come out at a specific times when they're ready for it. You know, they know how to initiate shit, get some shit going. They use that little energy, all that little trauma of like, oh yeah, you did this. All right, well wait till you know what I'm saying. I use it. I get to talking about this, and that way. You know, I get to expressing this feeling to my loved ones and shit. Just wait till they get to doing what they gonna do. Just wait till I get around my people, or I start getting around my sense of comfort, and wait till you see what I'm gonna do after that little rebuttal or exchange we had. Cancers will really come like that consistently. You know, to where it's like they'll invoke that type of life to where it's like they can always be in an argumentative type of state. You know, and they can find that comfortable. You know what I'm saying? They can find some shit like that prosperous to where they like arguing, they like bitching, they like gossiping. You know, it's part of life. And they can do all that shit and they gonna come out the victor and still go back and sleep good as fuck, sleep like a baby, talk the most shit, talk the most griminess, the most shit about people and go back home and sleep like a baby. Because they know that shit, that's just what life is. For us to be participating in this type of field of energy, you comfortable with this shit as much as I am. So we here for a reason. Play ball. That's the type of energies like cancers come with, you know. And that was just a little bit of the zodiacal basics, you know. And talking about their ruling planet itself, it's the moon, you know what I'm saying. So they always be able to initiate vibrations and moves in existence. You know, they always know how to move an overall realm of every like that. It's similar to like that sense of God, but it's like your soul. They know how to touch that little part of you. You know what I'm saying? To show you like, yeah, I'm a whole big ass soul too, and I see you like that as well. You know, cancers got that ability to where it's like they can interact with one another as souls because they're ruled by the moon. You know what I'm saying? They rule the planet as the moon, so they play out that energy in existence to where they be like a moon to others. You know what I'm saying? To where a lot of people, like you relate to a cancer and you start seeing like who you are as you talk to them and experience just conversating and communion with these beings. You know, and that's just got to do with their ruling planet being the moon, you know, and they come from that fourth house space. So that's the zodiacal basics of Cancer. Now, you know what I'm saying? We finna hop into some other shit. Rosa.